How's everybody doing? Speed Free 2010 here. Welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 vehicle customization video. So, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we're going to be customizing the new Bravado Greenwood as part of the Criminal Enterprise update. It's a day one car that came out July 26th of 2022. It's in the muscles class, and I believe will set you back 1.4 million if you don't have the trade price, and 1.1 million if you have the trade price. To get the trade price, all you have to do is just play the first agent ULP mission, intelligence, and boom, it's even right there for you to test drive. So in terms of performance, according to Bruffy1322, who does a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 vehicle testing, this car's got a top speed of 118 miles an hour fully tuned, and a recently respectable tops lap time, about 1:08 on this track. So it's a decent sports car. It's not gonna decent muscle car. I mean, it's not going to be winning any races anytime soon. But considering that this is an old classic muscle car sedan, I would expect it. I wouldn't expect less. This car also has Imani tech, much like the Bravado STX Buffalo and the Enos Deity. The main difference is those cars have an option in its customization to add front-mounted machine guns, whereas this one does not. So in terms of looks, this car is seems to be primarily based off of the 1977 to 1978 Dodge Monaco sedan, with the rear end taking a bit of style cues from, I believe, the 71 to 74 Chrysler New Yorker. I could be wrong. This car also went under the name the Plymouth Fury in the same time, and I also believe the Dodge Diplomat, mostly because it's more or less it was used as a fleet car. Think of this car is basically the civilian version of the police car that we had in the 70s and 80s. You also might remember this car as the police car used in the Dukes of Hazzard TV show. They went through a lot. So yeah, we're gonna take this car for a test drive, and we're gonna take this car into the agency and customize it. So if you enjoy the video, you know the drill by now. Be sure to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe if you are new, if you wish to do so. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to follow me on Twitter in the comment section below. And yeah, one thing to note about this car in particular is it's kind of like the Morgan in terms of sound. What I mean by that is, unlike a 5-speed or a traditional 6-speed in the game, this car actually has a 3-speed. So as we drive back to the agency, I want you to take a listen. So yeah, let's get into it. You may recognize the Greenwood name as the name of the car that Sweet Johnson uses in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but you may also recognize this car as a civilian car used in Grand Theft Auto Vice City as well as Vice City Stories. Vice City taking place in 1986, and it came out in 2002. So yeah, just throwing that bit of factoid out there, as well as Vice City Stories taking place in 1984. While San Andreas takes place in 1992 and was released in 2004. Just so you know. Alright, now with the test drive over, let's get this thing in. Let's get this thing souped up. Armor plating, armor and armor plating. The armor actually takes away all of the chrome trim around the headlights, the grille, and the side and all that. So if you want it, it can actually take a bit, I think one more explosive, but I'm gonna avoid that just because I think it just ruins the car's look to me. You can actually, in terms of the cage, you can actually tear off a rear cage, full cage. You can take off the side trim. You can black it out, or you can have it painted in, I believe, the primary color. So I'm gonna keep it stock for now. Brakes, bumpers. You have four of them. You have a delete. You have the painted one. My only gripe about this one and the stock one is that we can't really paint the that little what is it, that liner, that pinstripe on the bumper. I don't know what it is. And then you got two splitter, so we can't make that. But and then you got two versions for this. Yeah, you got engine tunes, and then you have different engine options. I'm gonna go with the double air filter right here, but here are all the other options here. You have different air intake, superchargers. I don't think this car gains a supercharger whine if you add a turbo on it, so I'm not entirely too sure, so I'm gonna forego that for now. I might get it like off screen sometime. And you have 13 different exhaust options. You have a right exit exhaust, you have one on the left, you have a dual exit, you have them in dual, you have quad tips, I believe, and you got the slanted bore, long bore. So I think I'm gonna go with the single exit this time, but also with the toss up between that and the long bore. Oh yeah, so you got the long bore, center exit, the one side pointing exit, and you have 3 different side exhausts. You have these in chrome, aluminum, and then you have the painted ones. And as well as, oh yeah, and chrome. Can't believe I missed that option. You have different headlight covers, which is just masking tape, demolition derby tape, horn. You have a Monitech, which is the remote control unit, and the missile lock-on jammer, which is my personal favorite, so I'm gonna install that. Lights I'm gonna keep by themselves for now. And you have different liveries. You have the white stripes right here, have it in rear. The classic side stripe. I don't know which one this one is a reference to. I think it's a Dodge reference. Not sure which one it is. You have pinstripes that make it look like a lowrider. Have Invincible, which I believe this is a Death Proof movie reference. I could be mistaken. Yeah, the classic full stripes on the top and on the sides. You have Bravado. It's manufactured. It's aka Dodge. Yeah, stick it up. You got corkers. Have a limited LTD gasoline. With this color, with this Mariner blue that I put on here prior to this, kind of reminds me of a Ron, aka Ron and/or the Gulf livery. And then you got Hayes, Auto Shop, Hayes Body Shop, and you have the green bling that was shown in the trailer. Yeah, it was shown. Yeah, it was shown. I believe in not just the trailer, but the screenshots when it was released. This car also has rear louvers. You can paint them in black or not. I'm gonna forgo them for now. And you have different mirrors. You have missile mirrors. You can get them in secondary. You get them in plastic. You have them. Yeah, the flat front ones. Alt. I believe this is what, chrome, I think. and you have them in black. Yeah, retro mirrors, which is probably what I'm gonna go with. Or I might just keep the no. I think I'm gonna keep the stock mirrors for now. But here are the different mirror options: plastic, chrome, secondary. You have the mirrors, plate, proximity mine. There's only one. You have a slick, which is, I believe, activated when you press the horn button. Respray we'll get to in a bit. Roof, you have secondary painted roof, and you can have them in vinyl top. You can have them in vinyl top. Spoilers. Okay, so you have 12 options. You got painted antenna, aka the boomerang spoiler, which kind of reminds me of those old style limousines. You have the lip spoiler. You have the small lip spoiler, which is what I'm going to go with right here. You have the large lip spoiler. You have the small wing. And you have all of the Resto Mod tuner wings and all that stuff. Here, here, and here. You have the suspension, which I'm actually going to forego. Because honestly, yes, while it does give the car a bit more grip, I just don't like the way it just makes the car camber out and sits. So I'm just gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna put on a racing transmission. I'm gonna forego the turbo. For now. I'm gonna forego the turbo for now. Wheels, windows, I'm gonna go for limo. Okay, wheels I'm gonna leave for last, but I'm gonna go for the limo tint. And now let's go with the respray. One thing to know about the trim color is it appears to be quote unquote broken. The only way to sort of do it is on the trim roof option. I don't know what this affects on the inside, but here it is. Okay, the primary color affects the body, and I think I'm gonna take inspiration from the car in the missions, where it was like, I believe it was like a metallic graphite, but instead of going like copying the color from my Baller ST, which you can see, which is in the metallic graphite. I'm thinking about going for a gloss, either gloss graphite or gloss black. The reason why I say this is because one of my rules when it comes to GTA Online, one of my rules is for every garage I can only repeat the same color scheme like no more than twice. Basically keep myself from getting keep my cars from pretty much getting stale. So I think I'm gonna go with a bit gloss graphite. It's not necessarily black, but it's black enough, as well as it's different enough. Plus I think it's one color that I haven't really done yet. Secondary color affects the interior stitching, as well as whatever other parts that you may have that are secondary color that are tied to it. The crew emblem goes on the door here. Roof, you have the secondary painted roof, and as I just said, the trim color. And now the wheels. Now the wheels. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do. Wheel wise, I'm gonna paint it with chrome and sort of like I'm going for like a decommissioned cop car slash resto mod, sort of resto mod look. Not necessarily that, but I'm thinking about doing this. Kind of like sort of like a semi cop car look, but also sort of like a getaway car, I guess. So it's not necessarily a cop car, but you could say that it's like an unmarked cop car, because back then the Diplomat as well as its other version, the Plymouth Fury, since they both used the same platform around this time. They were used as Dodge's cop car, as well as taxi cabs. So I think these wheels, as well as these, could go for like an unmarked cop car, but I'm more partial to the Fairleys, personally speaking. And wait, and I'm just gonna put bulletproof tires on them, and yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's gonna be it. And after this, let's just take this thing for a test drive, for a final test drive. So yeah, this is my undercover cop car slash civilian build. So let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll see you all in the next time. Like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz, and have a good one. Peace.